Let's talk about the fuel industry in Southern Africa. For a lot of people, the word that comes to mind is chaos. It's an entire industry that often runs on a mountain of paperwork, endless phone calls, and just manual processes. But what if all that complexity could be wrangled into one single digital platform? Well, today we're diving into HoneyBadger, a system that's designed to do exactly that, turn chaos into a well-oiled machine. So let's see how it actually works.
So, if you're in the fuel business, does this feel a little too familiar? Are your days just a blur of frantic phone calls and stacks of paperwork, all while you have that nagging feeling in the back of your mind that things could be and should be so much more efficient? Well, you're definitely not alone. This is the reality for so many, but as we're about to see, it really doesn't have to be.
This is the daily grind, isn't it? It's that relentless cycle of phone calls and emails back and forth all day long. It's invoices being done by hand, which, let's be honest, opens the door to all kinds of costly errors. And maybe worst of all, it's having absolutely no real-time visibility. Where are your trucks? Where's the delivery? This isn't just inefficient, it leads directly to delays and miscommunication that hit your bottom line. Okay, so let's put a name on this core problem. What we're really talking about is a fragmented supply chain. There's no central digital place where everyone can connect and see what's going on. Instead, every single player, the supplier, the transporter, the client, is kind of operating in their own little bubble. And that right there is the real source of all the inefficiency. And that brings us to the solution, HoneyBadger. Its entire reason for being is to digitize that fragmented value chain. We're talking from the major supplier all the way down to the final drop-off. It's the one platform designed to finally bring some order to the chaos. So what is it exactly? Well, HoneyBadger is a next-generation ERP. That's Enterprise Resource Planning System. But here's the key. Its main job is to connect everyone. The suppliers, the transport companies, the clients. It brings them all together into one single, secure ecosystem. You can almost think of it as the digital glue that holds the entire industry together.
So who are the players in this ecosystem? Well, you've got the end clients, of course. Then you have the distributing suppliers who serve them. Upstream from them are the high-volume intermediary suppliers, the wholesalers. And of course, you have the logistics partners, the transport companies actually moving the fuel. HoneyBadger sits right in the middle, giving each one of them a clear role and a way to talk to each other seamlessly.
Okay, so how does this all work in a real-world scenario? I think the best way to understand it is to just follow a single fuel order from the moment it's requested to the moment it's delivered, all inside the HoneyBadger system. This is where you really get to see the platform shine. All right, here's our roadmap. It's a really simple 5-step journey. First, the order gets placed. Second, the suppliers fulfill it. Third, logistics get activated. Fourth, the truck is on the road with full tracking. And finally, fifth, the delivery is confirmed. It's clean, simple, and totally automated. Okay, step 1. Everything kicks off with the client. They need fuel. But instead of picking up the phone and starting a chain of calls, they just use the client Telegram bot. Now, this is a really smart feature because it makes placing an order incredibly fast and accessible no matter how remote their location is. Just think about how powerful this is for a second. A client can now do everything, place a new order, track it in real time, and get their invoice, all from an app on their phone. As the documentation points out, making it this accessible, especially for clients in out-of-the-way places, is a total game changer. As soon as that order hits the system, it kicks off a chain reaction up the supply ladder. The local distributing supplier sees the new order pop up, and then they can place their own larger bulk order with their intermediary supplier. The best part? It all happens instantly, right there inside the HoneyBadger platform. No emails, no phone tag, no delays. Right, so the fuel is secured. Now the system's transport management component kicks in. It formally assigns the delivery to a logistics partner. And just like the client, the transport company gets all its instructions and updates through its own dedicated Telegram bot. The entire dispatch process is just automated. Now for what might be the most critical part of the whole thing, the delivery itself. While that truck is out on the road, every single liter of fuel is fully traceable. The suppliers can see its location on a map, and the client can track the status of their specific order right from their bot. It creates total, real-time transparency for everyone involved. But here's the clever part. This transparency is managed very intelligently. The high-level intermediary suppliers, they get full visibility to oversee the entire chain. But the local distributing suppliers, their view is restricted only to their own business, which protects sensitive commercial data.
It's a system built for transparency and security.
And finally, the truck arrives at its destination. The driver submits the proof of delivery through the system, and instantly, boom, the client gets their digital invoice right there on the Telegram bot. The entire workflow from start to finish is completely digital and paperless. The loop is officially closed. So, we just walked through how it all works, but what does this actually mean for a business? Let's talk about the HoneyBadger advantage. This is the so what, the real why behind the platform.
It really all boils down to 3 huge benefits. First, you get centralized control, one single source of truth to manage absolutely everything. Second, the automated workflow slashes human error and just speeds up the entire delivery cycle. And third, communication is totally transformed. Everyone is on the same page, in real time, all the time.
And this platform is incredibly deep. It's not just one simple tool. You have specific modules for suppliers to manage stock, for logistics to manage fleets, for clients, and for finance to automate invoicing. On top of all that, there's a powerful analytics dashboard that turns all this new data into insights you can actually use. It really is a comprehensive end-to-end system.
So why HoneyBadger? Well, it's that complete end-to-end visibility. It's the built-in audit trails that give you real accountability. It's a system that's built to scale, one that uses hard data to help you forecast and optimize your business. Simply put, it's the complete, modern solution for fuel logistics.
All right, so you've seen the power of the platform. The next logical question is pretty obvious. How do you get on board? Let's take a quick look at the simple path to joining the HoneyBadger ecosystem. Okay, first thing you need to know, this isn't some app you just download and sign up for. HoneyBadger is a closed professional platform. Access is by invitation only, and the whole process starts with requesting a demo to make sure it's the right fit for your company's needs. And the process itself is really straightforward. First, you request a demo. Then, you'll talk with a consultant to make sure your goals line up with what the platform can deliver. And if it's a good match, they handle the full onboarding for your entire company. Simple as that. And check this out. Here is a fantastic bonus. During that onboarding process, they will actually digitize your company's historical data. What that means is, from the very first day you log in, you won't just see your future performance. You'll have full visibility into your past performance too. That's huge. So we've seen how a fragmented, totally manual process can be transformed into a unified, transparent, and automated ecosystem. The only real question left to ask is, are you ready to upgrade your entire fuel operation?